Alright. Hey guys. Back for another Minecraft episode. I may or may not have just not logged onto the server for a month. And what is this? I don't know what's up with this, but certainly something. I've got cake everywhere now. Please stop getting cake my ceiling. Okay, my ceiling is uncaked. Raheem's trident is a cactus. That's fun. I guess I'm set on food for while I'm in base for a while at the very least. That's nice. I tried upping the volume a bit, so hopefully this is working out well. I also made an extremely makeshift makeshift microphone stand, so hopefully the microphone is closer to my my head and farther from my keyboard, and I don't have to horribly wreck my wrists in order to do it. Anyway, I'm kind of just gonna explore around for now and figure out what I'm gonna do, and also what's changed in the last month. I think I remember that one new person was on the server since last time, so I'll see about that. There's a little hole in the side of this house for some reason. I wonder if a creeper blew up here. And some glass is gone. Yeah, this is probably almost certainly a creeper hole. I guess we'll take a look and see what the inside of Raheem's trident looks like. Pretty standard stuff here. Could use some higher floors. Not that I would know what to use them for, so I guess it doesn't need higher floors. I'm guessing that the train station hasn't changed at all, because I remember looking outside a second ago and seeing that, yeah, there's still no rails on this side. Maybe people just haven't been logging on since I've been off for so long. I think... Hey, are these news? If you're going to break something, make sure to repair it, please. Who broke what? I wonder who broke what. That'd be kind of interesting to see, I guess. Oh, right, speaking of which, I think I remember that somebody told me the bridge that I built over here on this side got broken, so I guess I should take a look at that. Wait a minute, what? It looks completely fixed. Maybe, whoever broke the bridge accidentally also took the effort to fix it all the way. So that's nice. Yeah. What is it? There's a sign. But, that's a little bit awkward. So you can see by the sign and the fact that a couple of these stairs are placed wrong, that's probably the bridge did actually get exploded. It's just that it got fixed before I got here. So that's very nice, actually. Don't have to do any of that fixing myself. Also, by the way, it's probably going to be really laggy today. I was intending to make a a Clash Royale or a Brawl Stars episode right now, but it's super laggy in my house, and that would be a horrible gameplay experience, so I'm just gonna play Minecraft instead, because since it's a relatively single-player game, I don't really have to worry all that much about Wi-Fi shenanigans. I've been thinking a lot about clearing this out, but I want a beacon before that. Right, I said that I was going to talk about setting a date for killing the Wither and the Ender Dragon, because I want to get those things done quickly, but I also don't know how to coordinate everybody together, right? Because there's a lot of... This looks different. Something about this is different, but anyway, there's a lot of people on the server, and there's a lot of different time zones to deal with too, so I don't know exactly how I'm going to get everybody together to do all the bosses, or if everybody even wants to be together to do all the bosses. Previously on servers that I've been on, we always get everybody on the entire server together to do the boss together, but I'm not sure if that's going to be possible on this server. There's one item frame kind of to the side. I was thinking of actually yoinking all the maps from the floor of this room and then copying them all. Wait, is there no way out of this? Like, if you get stuck down there, are you really just stuck? That's kind of funny. Alright, if I have no idea what I'm going to do, I'm probably just going to grab a map and start walking in a direction and see where it takes me. Because that's usually what my friends do. When they're bored in Minecraft, they just start walking in a direction, so I might as well do that myself. This is my big map, right? Yeah, this is my big map. I believe I fully explored it last time, actually. So maybe I'll do a big map for this side or this side today. Alright, so you can see now I'm off the top of the original map, so if I make a new map here, this should be its own thing. So this is technically a duplicate of one of the maps on the 5x5 square, but when I use the size increases on this should become a ginormous map. Look at how much little exploration is on that map. Alright, I finally maxed out the size now, so we've got a new big map to explore over time. Maybe just to start with, since I don't know what I'm doing right now, I'll just go around to the edge of this map. I am totally ill-equipped for an adventure. I'm actually going to go grab myself some real stuff to work with here. Also, where did 33 beef come from? I could have swore that I was out of beef. And I didn't do any cow killing either. What? Maybe it was just in my nature chest and I just happened to find it or something? Oh, look at this. I got the perfect spacing. This is something that I don't hit very often, but if you get the perfect spacing on the edge, on the surface of the water, you get the sprint swimming like you're underwater, and you can see through the water perfectly clearly because you get the above ground vision for below the water. And on top of that, you don't even have to worry about breathing because you're close enough to the water that it works out perfectly. Oh, I can't. No way I'm going to hit that spacing again. I can rarely... Oh, never mind. I got it right now. Okay. I was going to say I never get that spacing, but I got it nearly 2 times in a row. That's pretty good. There's a coral reef out here. I should probably mark the cords with that, shouldn't I? Because if I am going to do industrial farms someday, I'm going to need that coral reef. That's a neat looking temple over there. Probably going to head over there and check that out. Bunch of drowned, too. And squids. Do I have my chords book on me? I do. Very nice. Right, I remember that laggy combat's going to be a terrible thing to do, so if there's any trident drowned there, I'm probably just going to leave. It's looking like I'm wasting my time out here. I don't think I'm going to find a chest, and even if I do find a chest, the odds are quite high that whatever I find would be pretty worthless. So I'm just going to go. Yeah, I'll just go. No point in wasting my health and food on regenerating drowned health. That Dolphin's Grace buff, though, was really making me move. It made me move a lot faster than I remembered, actually. So maybe I should try and get a dolphin with me. You know, I actually quite like the coral biomes in Minecraft. Like, a lot of things that they've been adding over time, I feel like just don't make sense with the game. Oh, there's a dolphin booth. But, the coral reef, specifically, I actually probably shouldn't be going off the edge of the loaded chunks here, because that could end poorly. But, just the colorfulness of the coral reef makes a lot of sense with the game. Like, personally, I'm not a fan of Elytra. It doesn't seem right for the game. And also, like, the realism with the different mob types and different biomes also doesn't strike me as Minecraft-y. But, like, just a bunch of ultra colorful and kind of cheery biome stuff, that does strike me as quite Minecraft. The Deep Dark is cool, but it doesn't actually seem all that Minecraft-y to me either. Especially considering the Warden doesn't have a special drop. I feel like if the Warden had a special drop and was way more difficult, then that'd be more interesting to me. Looks like we found the mesa. It must really go far if I can see it off the left side of the map and off the top, too. Are camels fast? Should I have brought a saddle? I don't know. Nothing but mesa and jungle around here, eh? I find jungle on one side, I cross an ocean, I get to a mesa. I cross the mesa, I get to a jungle. Dry sounds. That's a crazy sound effect there. Another realism thing that I wasn't a huge fan of was the fact that you don't instantly get all your air back when you get out of the water anymore. So now you have to spend time out of the water in order to get your air back. That's just like a very mild inconvenience that, I mean, it doesn't really have a reason for existing in the game, right? It's mildly inconvenient and doesn't add anything other than quote-unquote realism. But realism isn't exactly something that's... Oh, geez, why are you here? But, it doesn't add anything that makes you like the game more, and why would you add something to a game that doesn't make you like it more? Even challenge can make you like a game more, but it's not a challenge, it's just an annoyance. Whoa, alright. Lots of ginormous surface caves in this seed. Interesting. And also, apparently I went off the map. Oops. Guess I should try and get back on it. Just after I pass this ginormous cave. Oh, pumpkins. Right. Oh, that's totally something I could do today. You know, I went on this stroll around an entire big map to figure out what I was going to do in this episode because I was kind of bored and had nothing planned. You know, my plans were, I think I already said this, my plans were to make a Clash Royale and Brawl Stars episode today. But because of the lag, I can't really do that. So I was just kind of doing a completely unscripted Minecraft episode for no reason. And this is Sky Island. Neat. Sky Islands should definitely be a real thing in Minecraft. That's like a very Minecraft-y thing to have. Like there should 100% be a Sky Island. But anyway, what I'm probably going to do today is I'm probably going to start setting up the beginnings of my pie production. Because I am the pie man, and I really like pie in Minecraft. I also love pumpkin pie in real life. but in Minecraft it goes to another level. And also, by the way, the reason why I have that one single chicken sitting in that hole for all of these episodes has been specifically for pie production, because I knew at some point I was going to want the eggs for pie, so I just grabbed the chicken and left it there for when I knew I was going to need it. Huh, there's a mangrove up there. You know, you typically think of swamps as low elevation kind of stuff. Huh. Large mangrove, actually. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to be able to pick up an item through mud with a hopper, but I tried that once and it just didn't work. So I'll grab some mud and I'll note this place with my chords book, but I'm not gonna have any high hopes of this actually working. And more jungle. Is that a village out there? I see some sort of flat thing. Never mind. Oh, it is a village, but it's just not where I thought it was. Also, why is there this? Why are you? Why are you? Just why? Oh, the village shows up on the map. That's nice. I'm not going to bother getting the chords of this then. I am going to bother getting the chords of this. I just said a moment ago I was going to be stingy with my chords, but actually, all of the villages near spawn have... Well, actually, no. We've got a villager breeder near spawn, so I don't have to mark these chords, so I don't think I will. I'll keep this extra bundle on me. I don't see any problems with keeping bundles on me. I might grab these cauldrons, actually, for more lava farms, though, because cauldrons are kind of expensive, like 7 iron each. No reason to leave all that here. I won't kill the golem. I'm not a golem-killing kind of person. I don't know. I don't really have an excuse for that. Call it irrationality. Well, like, realistically, I like leaving golems alive because they do a job, and, when I'm not even though, like, once the village is unloaded, it's not really going to matter if there's a golem or not. It's just, like, for the smidge of time before the village is unloaded, I don't trust that some nonsense will happen. Like, maybe it'll become nighttime and suddenly a bajillion zombies will spawn and convert the entire village. Speaking of which, actually, an AI chat today told me that, there's a command that I can run to actually change the game mode manually in world, because, like, if you click on this, it says server difficulty easy, but for some reason on the server page online, it actually says that I've set it to hard mode, and apparently using Geyser, when you add Geyser onto the world, it doesn't allow you to change the difficulty anymore. So, I'm guessing that I'll probably have to do that in-game command in order to fix that instead of, working with the server page there. I guess I'll try that now. Oh, that worked. Okay, so yeah. It was this command. Kind of a crazy command looking there. Execute in Minecraft Overworld, run difficulty hard. Now I'll fix this to work in all 3 dimensions. Alright, so hopefully in all 3 dimensions now the difficulty should be set to hard. I'll keep on moving on my little stroll here, and then once I get back to spawn, I'll start working on pie production. Alright, there we go. The entire edge of this map has been filled out now, so I'm gonna sleep and then head back to base. Alright, and we're back. So, I'm guessing that what's gonna have to happen today is actually like a lot of the other episodes that I've done, where I end up having to torch. Interesting. Where I end up having to stop the recording halfway through, wait an hour or 2, and then get back on to record again later. So, Moss. So if I randomly forget all of my thoughts and seem to be in a different state of mind, it's probably wow, we're actually really close to base. I didn't realize that. I think that what I'll do right now before I get started on the pie production is I'll actually, what will I do? I will get some item frames and I'll try making it so that I have a 4x4 of, well, a space for the 4x4 big maps that I'm going to be making. Because if I have a 4x4 of frames, then I can start comparing the maps and seeing how the area around us looks. Because it is something I want to do. So this map goes here, and this map that I've already made goes here. Alright, interesting. Actually quite a watery area. If I had to guess the area that I haven't explored on this map is going to be mostly water. Sea pickles should definitely make a potion. That feels like a thing that should be. My intention is, well actually, maybe I'll start with a very small scale farm today. I'll just prototype everything I'm going to be building. So in my actual base over there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I actually had an idea, like, I came to an epiphany while I was, I don't know, watching YouTube. No, I was watching anime when I realized it. But over there, in that area, the place where I said I was going to expand it a bunch, I'll just go over and show you guys. So this is the base area. This is going to be the tower. This is going to be enchanting, tower to bedroom, crafting and storage, and then this is going to be all of the major production. So through here, I actually decided that, so you remember when I was picking out what blocks I was going to work with, I thought that copper looked pretty decent. I think that I'm going to mix in copper with the tuff and the wood, and then I'll make like a steampunk copper thing around in this area, like through this wall after it's all dug out. And then I'll make that like the theming for the production area, and then I'll have all the pie production and that stuff around there. One thing that I've been working on is I want to make an auto crafter for pie, because well, I want to be able to make it so that I don't even have to do the crafting. I want it to be a completely automated farm where you just have a pie chest that restocks itself over time. But an auto crafter is quite a redstone project for someone like me who is garbage at redstone. So that's probably going to be a long ways away for now. So what I'll probably do for today is just get 1 unit of every type of auto farm that I'm going to be doing. So that'd probably be 1 unit of pumpkins, 1 unit of cane, and then a couple chickens in a hopper. Right, so cats kill chickens. So I have to make a chicken pen that cats can't get in. I remember thinking about that a long time ago. I'll just grab some wood for now. The base outside, the entire like city area, and of course it's raining. Honestly, I don't care anymore. Weather clear, go away. But I want everywhere except for my base so far has been themed after jungle and cobble. So of course it is a little bit awkward for my base to be themed after jungle and tuff. So it's a little bit different, but since everything is themed after jungle and cobble, I'll probably be fixing this with jungle wood and cobble. Also, why are we missing a carpet? That is yucky. Let me go fix that carpet real quick, and then I'll put in the roof over this. No, I'll put the chicken pen and roof in first since I'm already here. I don't know what those people need that. Oh, I heard the panda. I don't know what those people, whoever needs those red sheep for, but I'm gonna dye a couple of them white because I want to get some white carpets to make the pens for all the animals more accessible. Keep on chipping away at that cake. Someday I'll get there. Alright, so my intention right now is to just completely make a rim around the entire area here with just a white carpet all the way around. The sheep could make this a little bit of a hassle though. I do not have wheat on me and there's no wheat farm nearby, so I guess I'm gonna have to push this out manually. Go away. Go away. Let me place. And a new one has slotted itself in. Alright, I guess I'll place this area first. I think I actually heard the chicken lay an egg, so I'm gonna take a look at that. Oh, wait, why is there a chicken underneath regular smooth stone instead of cobblestone? Huh. Anyway, I picked up an egg at least. I hope I have enough chickens here to breed instead of going about this the slow way with eggs. By the way, one tip I have for dealing with sheep, try not to overcrowd them, because when you're overcrowding sheep, there's only so much wool you can get, because every sheep needs a piece of grass in order to replenish their wool. And since the grass consistently breaks, then the amount of area that you have actually limits the amount of wool that you can get. So if you have too many sheep in a small pen, then you're not going to be able to shear them all, just because of the fact that they won't be growing back their wool fast enough. What's this? Trident house thingy. I heard a skeleton. Might as well just spy on NSA. I haven't done any spying in a bit. It's been about a month since I've been on anyway. 2 extra chests. What's with the roses? Oh, the roses are probably from the iron farm. That was a very quick spy, actually. I thought better of it, by the way. That's why I was so quick. Looks like NSA put gravel in the path anyway. Oops. Not that I really care. What did I want to do right now? Chicken. Fences. Right. Alright, so I've made an overhang on top of the chicken pen, so no cats should be able to get into here now. So, I guess I'll just neaten this up a little bit and then take out the chickens. Well, it looks like we do have only the 1 chicken, so that's a mild nuisance. Maybe I'll head out and look for another chicken here so I can try and get more chickens. I guess I'll try the egg first. If the egg doesn't work, then I'll try looking for more chickens, because it is a real hassle to... alright. It is a real hassle to get chickens around here. Well, I'm gonna walk in a straight line and see you guys once I found some chickens. I see an Enderman. I hold a grudge against Enderman in this world, so I will kill it. Get back here. You buffoon. Looks like the lag is gone, actually, so, that's nice. Oh, chicken. That was actually very close to house. Very nice. There's another Enderman. And an iron golem is... No, it's not an iron golem, it's a skeleton. Alright. I think I'm gonna kill that. I don't want to have it accidentally kill my chicken. Wait, I got one tap. Oh, it must have burnt a little bit in the sun. I can offhand my seeds, so I don't have to hold them in my main hand in order to bring chicken over. Also, I see two chickens, so I guess I'll bring both of them. Right in the back of the head. Very fatal. The arrow, I mean. The Enderman is spying on me. You know, I'm actually kind of proud of this really makeshift, microphone stand that I've made here. It did exactly what I planned for it to do. It's not so often that I make a plan and it goes off without a hitch. Even if it is as simple as cutting two sides out of a cardboard box. And one of the chickens decides to leave me. And the time that I got the first chicken, one of the chickens back, the first chicken leaves. Oh, that's really nice. Now that we have a land bridge back to base, it should be way easier for me to get these chickens back. The Enderman is 100,000% spying on me. You see that? That's crazy. Jeez, what is this? There's three of them? I like Endermen. Endermen are cool. Don't kill me, Secret Society of Endermen. Nothing's going on here. Nothing at all. Alright. Maybe there's two of them, and the third one just teleported behind me while when I looked away from it. Wait, where's my second chicken? Get back here. Every time I look away from one chicken, it just disappears. Alright. Ender chickens. I mean, look at that Enderman. You cannot tell me that they're not spying on me. Okay, chickens are in the pen. I'm gonna breed two of the chickens for now so I can start working on getting extra chickens. I'll also give the baby chickens some seeds. So the seeds take 10% off of however much time is left in the grow up cycle. So if you give them seeds immediately, you're getting best value out of it. And however many seeds, you should give them that many seeds from the start. Anyway, I'm gonna go stab some Endermen because they're getting annoying. Of course, watch them run away from me now. Are you... Really? Okay, yeah. I swear the Enderman in this world knows something that I don't. Alright, where's the other one? Really? They can hear me. That's crazy. Alright, I guess I'll leave them alone. You win this time, Enderman. It left a dirt... I try to kill it and it teleports away from me and then it leaves a dirt block in the bunker. I swear to you, I am not a conspiracy man, but there is a conspiracy afoot here. Anyway, it looks like the white sheep got an extra wool, so I can make some more carpets. Keep on working on that. So if I shear Schrodinger's sheep here, which color of wool do I get? Perhaps what I should do is, in a moment, I should go to the Nether and take a look at the difficulty to make sure that the difficulty did update in the Nether. Because I did retry the command 3 times for each dimension, but I'm not entirely certain it worked. Come on, get down. There we go. Alright, so the sheep pen is done, and the cow pen shouldn't nearly be as bad because there's a lot fewer cows. Egg. I'll keep this egg so I can make a pie at the end of the episode. Right, I'm gonna have to lead some chickens to wherever I make the pie farm. That is severely limits where I can build this. Perhaps I'll build it just off the coast right here then. Plus, this is probably going to be mostly dirt digging anyway, so it shouldn't be too bad. Also, getting a bunch of extra dirt can allow me to fill in some of the, whatever this nonsense is that's been dug out. By the way, if you are digging out this area for the sand specifically, please replace the sand that you break with dirt. It doesn't look right having, just water flowing right next to base. It's like filling in creeper holes, you know? Right, pretty good sized area has just been dug out now. I guess I'll get to building. I'm gonna need to go back and grab myself some redstone supplies. It's actually extremely easy to build the redstone parts of the farms that I'm making today. Because, I mean, if you remember, I said that I didn't like large-scale farms, but I was still gonna let myself build those. I just don't really mind I don't really mind making those extremely small-scale farms, and these are small enough scale that I don't mind making them, so I suppose that maybe hopefully tells you how small-scale they are, kind of, question mark. I'm almost certain that the chickens should be able to breed again now, so I'm gonna try it again. Very good. Got another chicken going. And immediately give them 3 seeds. That's probably enough. I mean, realistically, you could just spam click seeds until it grows up. Because, like, if you take 10% off of what's left enough times, eventually what's left will be, like, a second or two, and then a second or two will pass, and then it'll grow up. So technically, even if you put infinite seeds into a chicken, it won't actually grow up. It'll just make the time to grow up functionally 0. I'll start with the crafting stations, and then I'll work along the edges of the chests, and then I can finish the rest of the floor. I am determined to get all this cake eaten. Yeah, I've got enough tuff. I think that I'm going to build the framework of the machinery today out of tuff. I'm going to pop over to the neighbor's house and see if I can borrow a cup of redstone. And by borrow, I mean steal. With permission. Well, Raheen has told me that he is okay with his forecast. I am very understanding of that, actually. I imagine that working with Prismarine is a terrible thing to do when you don't have a Prismarine farm going. NSA doesn't have any redstone that I can steal. He has like a half stack, but I'm pretty sure he's using that for his bridge, so I'm guessing that since he's using that, he would not take kindly to me yoinking it. This guy, however, Monkey, I am totally yoinking this redstone. All mine. Oh, right, Raheen also totally dismantled his treehouse. Well, Vicky's house looks like it hasn't changed at all. There's not a speck of redstone in it, though, so I guess I'll be working with a stack in 23 today. Though a stack in 23 should probably be more than enough. So what I'm going to need here is, of course, for the sheep pen, it's going to be, not the sheep, the chicken pen is going to be absurdly easy. It's literally just a hopper and a chest, and then that's the entire farm done. For the other ones, though, it's going to be slightly, ever so slightly more intensive. So first of all, I'm going to need 2 non-sticky pistons, 2 observers, and I think 3 dust. So very small amounts, actually. Oh, I didn't need to steal any redstone from Monkey. Maybe I'll go give him his redstone back. No, I'll give him however much redstone I have left over, and I'll go on a mining trip for the redstone next time I need it. I think that would be fair. Anyway, crafting time. I need cobble. I also need quartz. Also, Raheen got on. I don't know if I mentioned that, but he is here. I've already got all the redstone componentry that I need, and I've still got a lot of redstone dust left over, so I probably went a bit overkill on the whole farm thing here. I think that it will be the spot that I make it. I'll inset it a little bit farther into the wall. Alright, hey guys, and we're back. So, I got off for a really long time there, much longer than I was expecting, and I got really bored in the middle, so I started playing again. So, yeah, what's happened in between cuts there is I started working on the beginnings of the pumpkin farm. So, it's all been pretty simple redstone so far. The observer face is facing the plant stem, and there's a block behind this observer, which powers a piece of redstone dust that's up here. So, like, if I open this up, you should be able to see that there is a piece of dust on top of this piston. So the observer powers the block behind it. The block behind it powers the dust, and the dust powers the piston. So when the observer receives an update from the plant, the piston will extend. And the reason why you need the observer on the plant and not this block here is because, oh, interesting, but when the pumpkin grows, the plant actually changes. The reason why you can't have the observer on this block is because the piston goes on this block, which means the observer will detect the piston and just make an infinite loop of piston-observer nonsense. So you have to have the observer on the plant specifically and the piston on the pumpkin only. So that's just how this one works. This one's even simpler. It goes observer, behind the observer is a dust, and then underneath the dust is a solid block, and then there's the piston. So observer sees the bamboo grow up, observer powers dust, dust powers block, block powers piston, piston breaks bamboo, and then the observer no longer sees bamboo and waits for the next one to grow. So both of these 2 farms are pretty simple. This one's even simpler. You just chickens on a hopper. So, but the point I was at, where's my bed? Oh, there it is. But the point I was at right before I got off was, before I start recording again, was I was going to start making it look nice, because everything here is in except for the chickens. So I just dug around a bunch here so I can add in all of the tuff. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I also added a ceiling to the other 2 animal pens, because I'm worried about a cat like jumping down from this ledge onto this fence and then walking across the fence into the chicken coop and then causing a chicken massacre again. I'm actually thinking of getting a separate like area of chickens to make sure that if one chicken's area gets killed, then at least there's another one to restock with. Still working on the cakes. One of the floor ones is done now. I guess that's something. I seem to remember that I had extra jungle stairs, so I decided to come back to here to grab myself jungle stairs first. I'm actually going to grab all 5 of them, because there's a chance I'll need more than just 2. For now, I'm only planning to use 2 because I need 2 to be above the chests, but I might end up using more around the edges. I quite like the way that this area looks, though I think we should get rid of this turtle area sometime soon. Right, something that I was meaning to say. I think that, well, so, the best way of going about doing the Ender Dragon fight is going to be having everybody online at once. And the best way to have everybody online at once is going to be just coordinate it. So I think that I'm just going to go ahead and coordinate it right now. So I'm going to say that the dragon fight will be on... Alright, so, yeah, certainly no. I know the date. It's going to be 9/13/25, 10 a.m. Pacific time. So, translate that however you need. I believe that should work out pretty well. So, an early Saturday for me should be late Saturday for other people. So I think that, and of course everybody who's nearer to my time zone, it'll be even better for. So I think that should work out pretty nicely. And then for the Wither fight, I think that how I'm going to do that is just everybody does the Wither fight on their own, realistically, because everybody's going to need their own stars anyway, so I think that makes sense to do. The reason why I'm doing this kind of short notice, actually, is because Raheen actually brought this up. If it does turn out, for some reason, that I'm not able to record Minecraft at UCLA, it's probably a pretty solid finale for at least Season 1 of Minecraft, for us to have beaten the dragon. So, like, yeah. I'm very strongly hoping that it's not going to be the finale of the season. Note that I keep on saying the word season. I'm always going to come back to this world, in fact, this exact world. But if it turns out that I have to go for a little while, then so be it. You know, I've started doing a lot of jumping down the side of the mountain here onto the ledge and then straight to the edge of the roof here, because the staircase is kind of like, it's nice looking and it takes a nice angular path, but that angular path isn't all that efficient. So I keep on finding that I'm walking around it, so perhaps I'll build a little bit of infrastructure to make it easier to fall down here and to get to the bridge. Also, one other thing is that notice that I crafted an extra redstone lamp. I used the first redstone lamps up here because I just figured that redstone lamps look kind of nice. But I'm actually going to replace the middle block of the archway into my storage area with a redstone lamp eventually too. So, of course, that's probably not going to be this episode given how short on time I am tonight, but see. Maybe actually what I should do is I should make glass up here as well so you can kind of see into the redstone. That'd be kind of neat. These are slightly, like, different elevation here. Like, you can see the chicken one is 1 block lower. Perhaps I will add an extra hopper here just for the sake of the aesthetics. It's kind of extravagant. Why is there a zombie? What am I hearing? Where is it? It sounds absurdly close. That's kind of scary. I'm gonna head up there so I don't get jumped on. What's going on over here? Maybe it's in the cave? Oh, it's close to nighttime. I suppose I should get sleeping. Or maybe I should light up that cave. I'll actually let it get night so that I can see how dark the cave is. There we go. All of the farms are the same elevation now. I'll move this lantern up 1 block so that it's completely same elevation. Alright, so there's only a smidge of stuff left now. So I need glass for these, and the chicken's in here. And I also want to put a carpet on this, because I like having a moss carpet underneath the chickens, so it looks like at the very least, even if they only have a single block of space, at least they have quote-unquote grass. Can I craft a moss carpet? Please tell me I can craft a moss carpet. I can! Alright, that's very nice to see. Alright, I'll see you guys back at the bottom with the glass smelted. Oh, I'm impatient. 5 glasses smelted. I'm gonna head down. I can head back up and grab the rest of the glass later anyway. Maybe I can get the chickens over, and then by the time the chickens are over, the glass will be done smelting, and then I can go back up and then grab the remainder of the glass, so I can like kind of multitask-ish. So, moss carpet. So this looks like kind of slightly-ish like grass. So it's minimize the animal cruelty. So it looks like I was right about 16 glass being needed. Wait, so 3, 4, 4, 8, 3, 11. So yeah, it's exactly 16. I guess... Actually, I have a sook pick, right? Yeah. I'm going to put in the glass on the chicken one first, because the chicken one is the one that needs to actually have glass in first. Like, the other two, it's not like the plants are going anywhere. So, I guess I should have blocks leading up to the top here. Nice wide staircase so the chickens can't fall down too easily. Alright, so it shouldn't be too abysmally difficult to get the chickens up here and then pushed into the little hole thing. I don't know how many chickens I'm gonna go with. Actually, I'm gonna do a little bit of math here and figure out exactly how many chickens I should do to keep up pace with the bamboo and the pumpkins. Alright, so it's in a ratio of 1, 3, 6, which is very odd. So like for every 1 chicken that you have, you need 3 cane and 6 pumpkins, which seems kind of strange. Like, I didn't think that the 1 chicken would be laying so many eggs. But I guess I'll give it a shot and just take... Well, I'm going to take 2 chickens over, so if it turns out there aren't enough, then I can just breed more later. Though, of course, I'm sure I'm going to end up taking a little bit more than just 2 chickens over, given how the lure mechanic works. Wait, I heard a punch noise. I'm going to push in this little chicken, hopefully. Okay, yeah, there we go. I got 2 chickens out, so that's, I think 2 chickens is fine, even though it's probably, according to the internet, it's way overkill for what I need for 1 pumpkin and 1 cane. But just in case, for some reason, if it turns out to not be enough, then I will be able to make more. Because I don't trust 1 cane per 18 minutes and 1 pumpkin per half an hour. That seems very wrong. Jeez, they really don't want to get close to me. I guess I have to walk all the way in this corner here to get them close. There's 1 chicken in. Out of the corner with you. All the way over. I can hear a skeleton. Yep, there's a skeleton. Sleepy. Wait, I can hear the skeleton, but it's also not too close to stop me from sleeping. That's kind of odd. Interesting. Well, I'll never have to see that skeleton since it's daytime now. Alright, I'll just fix this up and then head back up to grab the rest of the materials I was needing. I'll put torches out here, because even though there are lamps on the inside, I kind of want to have... No, the lamps will shine outside, but I will put torches just in this general area so that mobs don't walk over. I suppose that I have to do a bunch of lighting up for this entire section of land, because I think somebody did a bunch of lighting up on this island, which was helpful, but of course that island does not extend to this island, so I'm going to have to do a bunch of extra lighting up over here. Maybe I'll use up the rest of my torches right now, and then I'll head back to grab the rest of the glass. Zombie? I want to find the zombie. Is it up here? Oh, it is up here. Okay. No shade for you. You guys burn when day comes. So yeah, this looks like it's just a pretty dangerous cave. Maybe I should really take it seriously and light this up. Oh, this thing goes deep, doesn't it? Well, I probably already lit up enough that I don't have to worry about mobs coming to the surface anymore, so this is enough for my standards. Wow, yeah, that actually is a lot of eggs. Already 8 eggs, so that's 8 pies worth of eggs, and I still haven't gotten a single pumpkin or bamboo. Yeah, I like that a lot better with the little wooden walls here. The inset makes it look a lot more machine-like for some reason. Well, that's that, so I'll grab all my stuff and head back to base. I'll sort my inventory and probably call it there. In between episodes, I will clear out my... Yeah, in between episodes, I'll clear out my inventory and probably repair my tools. So what I was talking about earlier... Oh, right, I meant to put in 3 redstone lamps. I was going to put in 1 here, here, and here, but it looks like there's only time today for this one. Oh, actually, there's no space for me to power this lamp. Maybe I'll leave off the redstone lamps for now. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Perhaps I'll put 1 redstone lamp inset in here, and then the other redstone lamps will have space to power them. So yeah, I'll just call it. So be sure to remember the where did I put my note card? The Ender Dragon fight is gonna be. The Ender Dragon fight is going to be on the 13th at 10 a.m. Pacific U.S. time. So hopefully I'll see you guys there. I realize that I'm saying this very short term and at the end of the episode, so I'm probably going to make a YouTube short and a community post about it. So hopefully you guys show up. See you guys next time.